Hey guys, welcome back to Boozerevooze in black and white. I'm D'Amico, and today I am doing another whiskey. This one is called, this is a single malt, excuse me, from the Highlands. This is called Glenglassaugh. So, I've been getting a lot of crap from the interwebs. Let me just pull these guys' names up. While I tell you about Glenglassaugh. So Glenglassaugh is an old and then almost reincarnated distillery from the Highlands. They made some pretty spectacular whiskeys back in the day. I'm talking the 60s, 70s, early 80s. I, of course, have never tried any of them, but they were bought or they closed, I want to say 1986 I believe they closed, and then were reopened in 2008, early 2008. First whiskeys went into the barrel late 2008, and this is their first release since they were closed for over 20 years. So yeah. Alright, so this one is Revival. It doesn't bear an age statement. It's aged in sherry casks with sherry butts, Oloroso sherry butts, and I believe the casks themselves were sherry as well. And then there was some, but they were only in sherry for like 6 months or something like that. Granted, this one, again, I say it doesn't have an age statement on it. I'm assuming it's about 5 years old, roughly. So this one goes to John Smith and Lion of God 9. So I got you. I told you I would. I've been extremely busy this summer. The last maybe 2 or 3 months, business has been booming, which is great for me because now I can afford more whiskeys, more beers to review for you guys, because, you know, I don't get paid, so I got to make money first and make videos second. So I did have this at a whiskey class. This is the Revival. Nice little packaging. Again, their first release since, you know, they've been refurbished or whatever. But whiskey class, real quick. If you guys are not talking to your local liquor stores and stuff to get the distributors to come in and do whiskey seminars, beer seminars, whatever, you guys are missing out big time. You know, the one I go to, seriously, it costs me $10 per time. I go there. We drink 8 to 10 different whiskeys depending on what the genre is or what the category is. So when we do single malts, you know, we get 8 to 10 different single malts to try, whatever. And, you know, some of them age, you know, unaged, you know, age statement 4 or 5 years, up to 30 years, whatever. Sometimes they crack open some really good stuff, hard to get stuff. And the one I go to, you go, you pay your $10, drink the whiskey, listen to to what they're talking about, you conversate, meet new friends, whatever, and at the end, you get to use that $10 towards a purchase. So it's really free. But don't tell anybody. So yeah, I'm gonna crack this open. This one is 46% alcohol by volume. Again, this is from the Highlands. This is their first one. They do have another one called Evolution. Yeah, I believe it's called Evolution. You will, let's see, that one is bourbon, aged on bourbon casks. And they actually got the bourbon cask from George Dickel Distillery in Tennessee, which is kind of cool. They don't say what sherry producer or whatever that they got this from, but look at the color on this thing. I mean, I can tell you this is not it says it on the bottle in the box that, you know, natural coloring, unchill filtered. Yeah, for this being such a young whiskey, I'm impressed by its color. So I did have this at a seminar. God, it must have been 6-8 months ago, and I just got around to buying it now. So I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna put it actually back in the box because the sun is relentless today. It's about 85 degrees out right now. Just to shade it a little bit from the sun. It's still kind of getting warmed up, but I can rescue it real quick. Ooh. Yeah, this is tasty. From the smell, anyway. I did have some notes from earlier. Oh man, you can smell the sherry, excuse me, caramel, little toffee. There's some red fruit, a little bit of like charred oak, but not a whole lot. It's not quite as nutty as I would have expected, or as I even remembered from the last time. Boy. Yeah, you can taste this, the toffee, orange, a little bit of spice, tons of sherry. A little bit more of that oak pronunciation is coming through. That sweetness, that nuttiness is coming through. A little brininess is coming through. I don't remember, well, I'm assuming this is from their property and it's right by the ocean or by one of the bays, it looks like. So I'm assuming that's where I'm getting that briny saltwater character from, which is pretty common in a lot of the whiskey distilleries, especially that are near the water, the salt water reservoirs or oceans or whatever. Did I just say saltwater reservoir? What the hell? Ooh. To be honest, even in the sun, even in this 85 plus degree weather, Fahrenheit that is, we are hardly getting any. I am hardly getting any alcohol. I mean, at 40, I mean that's nothing to sneeze at. What is that, 92 proof, something like that? Hardly getting any alcohol on this. That sherry really comes through. The flavor profile is phenomenal. And I was just reading from these guys that you can actually, they do a barrel program where they age them in these octave casks. Sorry, I got a big truck coming through. It's gonna get loud. Oh, maybe not. They're about 50 liters roughly, so they're really small. They age really fast. So you know I mean, they have to obviously age it a minimum of 3 years. But once that happens, you know, you can choose to take it out or leave it in for a few more years, whatever. It's really your call. You can go and visit your bottle, your cask, and all that weird shit. I can't imagine how much that costs. But, you know, if you're serious enough about your scotch, you can do that. You can do that here stateside as well. Gosh, now I'm drawing a blank. You can do it with Jack Daniels, single barrel. There's a couple of bourbon producers that will do it as well. I believe George Dickel will do it, but don't quote me on that. Eagle Rare, and that's, I believe, the Buffalo Trace folks will do it. But yeah, you can go online or call or go on their websites and stuff like that to see if your favorite distillery will sell you the barrel. Most of them will give you the barrel at the end. Jack Daniel's, for instance, will bottle up all of the whiskey from that barrel, which can be up to 280 cases, I'm told, which is a lot. Yeah, or is it 280 bottles? Maybe it's 280 bottles. 280 cases is a ton. Yeah, maybe it's 280 bottles. But still, you know, they have to ship it to a retailer because federal law prohibits a distillery dealing directly to a customer. So, but make friends with a local retailer and they'll ship it out, ship you the barrel with your name on it. The labels on the bottle will have your name on it, the whole nine. They do it up, and then you get a little plaque at the distillery, I believe. Maybe that's Eagle Rare, that you get a plaque at the distillery with your name on it in their barrel room or whatever. Anyways, you guys can look that stuff up if you're interested. Back to Glenglassaugh. This is damn tasty. And to be honest, when I first tried this in class, like I said, months and months ago, I don't remember it being this damn good. So, I'm going to try some more. The bottle is really cool looking. Nice color. It's very sherry influenced. I mean, you can get the sweetness. I'm going to cut it up a little bit with water. Again, it's July, mid-July here in Minnesota. 90 degrees, 85, 90 degrees. So I use ice cold water to cut my whiskey. Or I'll put an ice cube or two in there, let it melt, kind of sip on it as we're going along. Yeah, I know. Don't cut your whiskey, don't put anything in it, especially ice, blah, blah, blah. It's my whiskey, I bought it, I do whatever I want to. But when it's hot out, I don't want my whiskey to be 80 degrees. That ruins it just as well as putting it at 40 degrees. So, you know, I try to get it around that 60, 65 degree mark. Maybe mid 50s to 65-ish. Cellar temperature, if you will. Yeah, actually that brings a lot more of that salinity out, that ocean characteristic. Very sea salty now, which is kind of fun actually, because it gives a different profile to that sherry, that sweet, that whole sweet and salty thing. The toasted, kind of toasted oak, the orange qualities, the toffee is really kicking up, and now I got a dude mowing his grass across the way, so I'm gonna have to talk really loud. I hope you guys can hear it. If I have to rate this, I'm gonna give it, gosh, I'll give this 94 points. This is fantastic. Don't remember what I paid for it, probably 45 to 50 bucks. Again, Glenglassaugh Revival, 46% alcohol by volume. This is very tasty. I hope you guys can find it because they are still very, very small production. Yeah. So Lion of God 09, or Lion of God 9, and John Smith. I got you. I told you I would come through. I do have more whiskeys on the back burner. I'll start getting those out. I do have a little bit of free time coming up in the next couple of weeks, so I'll be getting those out. And I'll catch you guys on the flip. Thanks for watching Boozerevooze and keeping us on track. We really appreciate it. Yeah, I'll catch you guys on the flip.